Hi parents, 8th grade parents. We the teachers need to introduce to you the 8th grade special class. So up until now it's looked like a weird random 100 on your student's grade card. We are finally ready to get that out and rolling. We've been doing a little bit of activities here and there for our face-to-face students, but we are ready to roll out our plan for our Plan C students. So special 8th grade, it was supposed to be a larger thing than what it's happening to be with COVID. But what it is an extra class for 8th graders, kind of like an enrichment course, except instead of like tutoring, we're using it to learn things that we wouldn't normally learn in the classroom. For example, we can learn physical fitness type things. So how to stay. So some of them are like physical fitness activities, like playing kickball out here at our Emeru campus, or perhaps trying a new fitness video at home if you're a Plan C student. And then we also have a course called Spice of Life, and for that one we're going to be doing lots of different things. It's called Spice of Life because really it's a grab bag as for what we do that day. So sometimes we might play board games, sometimes we might do a STEM experiment. The students in the classroom were able to make prosthetic hands the other day, and that was pretty cool to watch them and introduce them to the engineering process and see them not only fail but be pretty successful in their models' hands. But so it's really going to be anything. But for our Plan C students, or anytime a student is remote, they're going to do a choice board activity. So your student should see a special grade 8 and then their homeroom teacher's name, so it'll either be Backover or Ransom on their Canvas account. They will see this right here when they click on the account. Put it in student view so it looks exactly like it. So this is for Plan C students only, or students who are completely remote for a week. So say your student is sick on their face-to-face days, then they would need to go to this choice board and pick one of the activities to complete for credit that week. If they are in person, we're taking care of that with the activities that we do built into our classes. But for your Plan C students, this is how a choice board works if you've never seen one before. You're going to pick one of these activities to do a week. So not one column or one row, just one square. Our first two categories are physical fitness and wellness. Both of those have to do with keeping your mind and body fit. Our other categories are creation, where you'll create something, or nature discovery, which is my personal favorite. Your student needs to pick one of these squares to do a week. Now, they aren't stressful things. The idea is not to add stress to your student's life, but give them a little bit more variety and try some new things, or encourage them to try new things. So for our wellness, something that a student can do, and I know that a lot of our students are readers already, they could keep a reading log, and then this will be linked with a reading log worksheet that you would turn in. I'll have to update that for you, but then you would click it and it would ask you what book you're reading, what page did you start on, what page did you end on, and how long did you read for, and then one sentence of your thoughts about the story. What is bolded here is our evidence. When they complete the activity, they need to turn in the product or evidence to the week's Canvas account or assignment. So like this week is right here. They will submit an assignment. It says, please submit your evidence or product to the assignment you choose to do for the choice board. Remember, you need to do one box a week. We would like students to do one physical activity, which is either wellness or fitness, every 2 weeks to try and work on their physical health a little bit. When you've completed this assignment, you will turn in the product to that week's Canvas assignment. So you'll click submit and you'll put your product. So it could be answers to the question and a text box entry. It could be a file upload. It could even be a media upload. But if we go back to the home page, we'll look at some of the other different choices. So that was keeping a reading log. You could try a new workout on YouTube that you've never done before. Tell us which one you've tried, which you would do by submitting the link, and if you liked it or not. You could challenge a family member or friend to a sport of your choice. All that you have to do is tell me who wins. So if your student wanted to play catch out in the yard, they could do that, and you would play catch for however long you feel like playing catch. Hopefully it's about 30 minutes. And then just tell me if it's not a win sport. If it's not a sport where somebody wins, maybe just tell me the activity that you did. Some of them, like this might be your favorite. You can ask a guardian for a chore to help with around the house this week that you normally wouldn't do. To document this, the students would take a before picture. So say you wanted them to vacuum the floor, they could take a before picture of the floor and then an after picture after they'd vacuumed. Or even if you wanted, as a parent or guardian, you could snap a picture of them doing the chore, so vacuuming, maybe taking out the trash, and they could submit that as evidence. If you go down to nature discovery, these ones are all about nature. So they could take a nature hike around your neighborhood or even one of our state parks. We've got a lot of them around here. With an adult, we don't want to encourage any student to go outside without adult supervision because I'm not sure exactly what kind of area you guys have to explore in, so we definitely want that adult to just be sure that we're safe. As you go, you can either journal about the nature you see or take pictures of interesting things in nature. So when I asked the students about things that they would like in these boxes, many students said that they wanted to take pictures. They wanted to do photography. So if that's something they're interested in, they're welcome to do that. If we go back to the create, this is my favorite create. You can create your own, make something. So it could be a birdhouse, a baked good, a knitted scarf. You could make a collage. You could make, really, most things would count here. If your student has a question about if it would count or not, you can have them email Ms. Bockover and she will let you know whether that would count. Okay, so again, this is a class, an extra. It's not extra because it's been there all the time, but we're really taking it, we're structured it a little bit more so students have more to do for it. But again, the activities that we're asking them to do are not stressful, or they shouldn't be. The point of this is not to stress your student out, but to give them a little bit more enrichment in their education. If you have any questions about this, ask me. The 9 weeks ends in about 3 weeks, and after that we'll put a new choice board up with new activities, and they can do that too. Again, if your student is face-to-face, they are taking care of this with us in class. If your student is Plan C though, or for some reason completely remote for the week, then they need to do this choice board activity. All right, have a great day. If you have questions, you can email me or Mr. Ransom or Miss Blake or Mr. Connor. Have a good day.